Were you even at the funeral?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course I was. Yeah.
Your dad was kind of like frazzled. He said you were running late.
Okay, well, if he said that, then why did you ask?
You can't just like show up to like the after party for a Shiva and like reap the benefits of the buffet.
I was there. Were you like looking for me and asking everyone?
No, I was not looking for you. Let's live in the
Where's
truth.
Danielle?
What was your favorite part of the service?
The whole thing was beautiful.
Interesting. You must just be so sad. You must be really grieving your friend Annie.
Well, actually, our families were really close, you know? She actually played bridge with my puppy.
Bubby?
Yeah.
Okay, you've never met your grandma.
Well, thank you for reminding me, Maya.
All right.
I'll be right back.
It is so good to see you.
We need to catch up.
Yeah, come find me. What?
Are you, like, thrilled to be home with your peak audience?
Hey, I'm not thrilled. I'm grieving. It's a funeral.
Maya.
I know. I'm sad, too.
Hello, and welcome back to another full-time, slime time, prime time live episode of Lay Film Podcast. I don't know if I should just jump right into the episode, because we already did our, hey, what have you been doing lately, sort of bit. So maybe I'll just jump right into it, and then if you all want to detour a little bit here and there, we can. We're here to talk about the movie Shiva Baby. Came out in 2020 by Emma Seligman, who you might know who also recently directed Bottoms, if any of you guys saw that, which is fucking hilarious. But Emma Seligman's Shiva Baby was her directorial debut. Pretty sure she had it as a short film first and then adapted into a feature, which it definitely does feel that way. It definitely does feel like a short film idea that was stretched out to like 60-ish minutes. But yeah, I picked this movie because, I don't know, I think I was like torn between like something mainstream, and I was like, should I do an anime movie again? We just did an anime movie with Pat's last pick. And then I was just like, you know what, maybe I'll just try to be the guy who's like really different with the film picks on this show. So I picked Shiva Baby. And for those of you who don't know Shiva Baby, it stars Rachel Sennett, and she is going to the Shiv, which is in Judaism, it's like the mourning period of when someone passes, and it's like, you know, it's like a funeral scene almost, right? So she goes to a Shiv, she accidentally runs into her baby daddy, who she's banging at the beginning of the movie, and she's also running into
Sugar daddy.
Oh yeah, or sugar daddy, not baby daddy. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, sugar daddy, and then she runs into her ex, who's played by Molly Gordon, and it's just this really, people on Letterboxd like to title this movie as like or describe this movie as like a bisexual panic attack film, or, you know, it just depicts like that anxiety you feel when you go see a bunch of relatives during the holidays, kind of a vibe, and they're like picking you apart, and they're like wondering, what are you doing with your life? Who are you dating now? And you don't really have an answer. And I mean, you know this about me. I enjoy these suburban dramas so much, and family dramas. So I felt like this is right up my alley. This is only my second time watching this, so it's not like I grew up with this movie. It's not like I have like a long-lasting love for it or anything. If anything, it was interesting seeing my reaction to it the second time around and everything. But since it was your guys' first time seeing it, you know, I wanted to know what your guys' first impressions were. How'd you feel about it? What'd you think?
I liked it. I feel like this movie's like this is a genre of like cringecore. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Cringecore? Not even that. I feel like I said earlier too, like it reminds me of that episode of The Bear. I don't know if any of you guys watched The Bear.
I've seen the meme. I've seen the
Christmas episode with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, yeah.
Just all those close-ups, and yeah, it feels like a panic attack, like the whole movie. Mm-hmm. But I loved how it was like shot on the same location, And yeah, it definitely has that vibe of like short film turned into a feature. But I'm glad it, got more. I feel like it could have even been longer, and I would have been down with it.
Right.
And I feel like I wish there was more movies like this, that length. Like, not that I care about watching a long movie at all. I don't care, but like, what was this movie? Like an hour and 15 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Which was like perfect. Because it felt like a short film, but still a feature at the same time. And I was just like immediately like hooked into it like right away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like the first scene with her and the sugar daddy, like,
Yeah.
and he's like pulling her in, and
she's
like so uncomfortable. I'm like so uncomfortable for her. I'm just like, oh my god, man, I can't take it.
I like how she calls him daddy, and in the next scene she actually sees her real father, and she's like, "Hi, daddy," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh." Oh man. Yeah, I enjoyed how that character Rachel Sennett, like, she just doesn't give a fuck about fucking older guys for money. Like, she, at the end of the movie, she's just like Molly Gordon's character is asking her, is like, why'd you do it, or why do you do it? She's like, I don't know, it's easy, I wanted to make money, I felt it was good to be empowered, whatever. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like, I would do it too if I had, or no, yeah, if I do have a choice. I was about to say if I had a choice. Like, no, I do have a choice. Like, I would do it too if I wanted fucking money. I wanted to fuck older men. Like, whatever. I could if I would.
That's gonna be the the preview. The preview for the
Shiva baby, 5 out of 5.
And you all would too. I know you would. Shit.
I 110% would.
Oh, yeah.
I can honestly say no.
If they were cool. If they're gross and weird, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I have strong feelings about this movie. But my biggest
You're a
takeaway.
hater. No, I'm just kidding.
I am a hater by nature. But I love. We also did an episode on Walter Mitty. In fact, I was wearing the sweater. But it has the same feeling for me that Walter Mitty has, where it was on the end of that cultural arc of the late 20-teens. And then this movie feels like it's distinctly at the end. It's like the second year of the pandemic, or the pandemic just started. So it's probably shot right before.
Yeah.
2019.
And then but it has all these cultural signifiers that I feel are a lot more. They're still pretty prescient because we're in a stagnant everything. But it felt like an artifact of its time as well. All movies are artifacts of their time, but I'm saying like this distills like the feelings and the vibes and the talking points, and then so I appreciate those aspects of the film. But it doesn't resonate with me.
Okay, that's fair.
But I did like some of the comedy, and the shots were great.
Yeah.
There's some really good.
But I want to know why it didn't resonate with you. Not because I want to argue with you. Like, I just enjoy hearing different points of view when when I like a piece of art, I enjoy hearing another person be like, "Oh, I didn't like the Mona Lisa." I'm like, all right, well, let's hear it.
It's like, oh, it's too small. I think a big part. I like that it's a short script. I had that feeling too. Like
Yeah.
That short film. But it felt like the stakes and the arc. Like a short film, you can get away with that more. And even then, like I've seen some short film where it's about a guy who tries to rob a hamburger stand in like an Eastern European country, and the dudes just don't care. And then it's like that 3-minute one,
yeah.
But like somehow like that 3 minutes had a lot more engagement, like the arc of the character's internal values or monologues, or like the bisexual panic nature. Maybe because I don't fit the demographics. But
that's potentially it too.
Yeah, but like it just didn't resonate with me, and there's like so many exchanges and interactions where it feels like a part of an infantilized character, and all this, and it's the source of anxiety for like there's aspects of myself that I'm like, I'm not an adult yet, and I have anxiety about that. But like some stuff like it's just like the interaction with family members, or like at a certain age, I became like they bounced off me like waves. Like honest, like why haven't you gotten a job yet when I was still in college? It's like I love you too. Don't care. I don't care what you say to me. Like I love you. You're my aunt. I remember that nice time you took me to get shoes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but love from me. And that comment that was mean, unintentionally or intentionally, like it's nothing. It's right off me. I'm going to get a drink and talk to my grandma, or
That makes sense.
So yeah, like just like the cringe core. Like I can't.
Yeah, it's like I would say it resonates with me in the fact that like in a way that I don't want it to resonate with me, because we've all been there where like we've all just recently graduated college or like going into college beforehand. You always have, at least I don't know, maybe not all families are like that, and I think even like Jewish families, it seems to be like that a lot, at least based off of this movie. And fucking it sucks, dude. They're like, oh yeah, like you just graduated, like, oh yeah, I'm still bartending, like I'm not fucking an editor or like working on any film shit, even though that everyone knows your degree. They're like, just fucking the same questions on and on. You're just like, fuck, dude, I don't care.
Yeah. Or it's like, and then I think it's cringe, and then I get feelings that it's like a therapeutic experience for the writer or director.
Yeah.
It has like a Woody Allen like self-actualization aspect, like especially because it's East Coast as well, like New York, I believe. It just has like a contemporary Woody Allen feel, where it's it feels more like wish fulfillment in someone's film. It's like if Walter Mitty made a film about like this, the great handhold at the end. Like what if all this horrible stuff happened to me and I was so tormented and tortured because my life is so hard and I suffer constantly, and people can see it through my art, and then at the end my ex gets back with me, and it's like there's no transcendental aspect for me. It's like I just cringe at certain parts, and then when there's like like a slam dunk or the character wins this exchange, it's kind of like this is like someone thinking about after they got insulted in public, if they're thinking about the comeback, and then they're making a movie of it, and then it just makes me like wince of like, no, you could take this and evolve it, or it just feels that's like the read I have in the film. It just makes me uncomfortable.
That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair. There was a comment on Letterboxd. Someone said that if they felt like the movie stripped the main character of her agency throughout the film, and I thought that was interesting. I don't think it really went into elaborate detail as to how or why that person felt that way, but because I'm trying to think like, well, what is there? Because again, this is only my second viewing. I was trying to see how my feelings would change. I'm like, well, what is bad about this movie, if there is anything to say that's bad about it? And I think you have a good point that like maybe the arc isn't that grand, or like there isn't like a greater like, well, why do I care? What are you trying to really say aside from like trying to have this whole meta commentary about gender studies as your lens on women and everything in this film, and which I can't even like commentate on because I'm obviously don't want to go down this road of being mansplainer and everything. But I mean, like there, like aside from all that, like the stuff that did resonate with me is, like I said, like just being around your family around holidays, and they're like, well, what the hell are you doing? You really have no path, no road, no thought out plan, and your life is falling apart, and you're just trying to scrape by. I feel like we've all been there maybe at one point or another. I don't know. But Kev's been quiet again, and I just want to pick on him. And let me hear your thoughts. And you can be a hater. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't care. I'm not in love with this movie. Like, you can be a hater.
Join the hating side.
Because it's rare. I think it's rare, folks at home. It's rare for these boys to hate on something unless it's Batman versus Superman or some shit.
I don't know. I don't know. We hated on
Pat.
Simon Killer a lot
Pat.
too.
Okay.
Pat will get down. Not hater, but you're not afraid.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, it's like I don't hate the movie. It's just It's like the
But
thing of like you could have done more.
Not hating, but we do give a lot of praise.
Right. You guys usually are like
kudos.
Exactly.
I'm actually probably the worst. I never fucking. I need to get better at hating.
Yeah. Like you guys usually are in agreement. So I'm like, I guess part of the reason also why I picked Shiva Baby, because as an experiment, I'm like, well, what if I riled the boys? Was like, oh, what do they have to say about a movie like this, you know? So I don't know. I'm curious. What do you think?
So this is my second time seeing the movie. When I first heard about it, it was marketed heavily as like an indie, like a win for indie filmmaking.
Yeah.
I saw it on Mubi. They were definitely pushing it a lot, and I think I saw it during COVID. And this was like I think that this was when I was starting to get into that phase of watching a movie every day, since there was like nothing else to do. And I was exploring like a lot more cinema that, or I was trying to get out there more in terms of like broadening my perspective. And yeah, I also agree. I love the length of this movie. I also think that like, hey man, short movies like that win for everybody. Less movie that the filmmaker has to make. More time people get back. But then again, you also need time. Whatever. You already know. The thing I dislike about this movie is how it almost romanticizes messiness. And that's the thing that stood out to me the second time. Like it's sexy.
It feels like almost like watching an episode of Jersey Shore or something.
Yeah. Like
it's
it
almost
feels
like a real, like, or like the real world, like,
Yeah.
where
Like-
they kind of just throw that drama in. They're like, oh, let's bring the fucking sugar daddy's wife and brand new baby in.
Yeah.
and then she's gonna hold the baby, and then it's gonna cry, and like all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I get that they're doing it to like boost this like visceral feeling of like, oh, everything's just going wrong in the worst possible setting. You have like the death of a family member. You're there with like all these people who you don't really talk to.
You're too skinny. You're too fat. You're not enough fat. You're not enough skinny.
Oh, you're a vegetarian? Oh, I forgot about like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I resonated with that a lot.
Yeah.
Just like these things, like people believing that the older notion of you as a person to them is still alive. And and the key being that you haven't changed. Like I still get comments like, "Oh, you used to like this thing. That's why we got you this thing." And I'm like, I never liked that thing. Like I never did. That was so and so who liked it, not me. Like that sort of thing. And it's and the moments of calm were probably the things that I enjoyed the most, because you know you're in that hectic atmosphere. It's trying to get a rise out of you to show what this person's like going through. And I absolutely get it. But there's also like this underlying layer of like security of like, oh, these people are going to be okay. This is just an uncomfortable day. Like they're going to be fine. They're not going to be homeless the next day. They're not going to be, they're not, malnutritious, like, because they don't get enough food or something like that. And I don't know. I was just viewing it. I'm like, oh my God, these people, like, why are they this messy? They don't have, like, to me, it seems like they don't have that dire of situations. And it's like, really, you can't meet like somebody who like doesn't have all this fucking baggage. Like, why are you purposely like it's embellishing this chaoticness, which I despise. Like I've worked at places where like management is like, oh yeah, let's thrive on the chaos. It's like, are you insane? Like, what are you talking about? And like there's a certain means to like getting to improving a situation or something like that. And it's like, I get that. I guess this is all to say that like I'm the same way. I didn't resonate with a whole lot of it. But then again, like it's just not for me, and that's okay.
Totally, yeah.
And the thing I enjoyed about it was the fact that like it's all self-contained inside of this bubble of like, oh, guess what? You're stuck here for X amount of time, and you're like a pinball in a machine, just bouncing off of things. And I personally, the thing that makes me, or that amplifies like the dislike for the chaoticness of this movie, is the fact that like the main character, I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of weight inside of them. Like they feel sort of underdeveloped to me. And that's why I can't embrace that chaoticness, because I feel like if there was something that transcended their character a little bit, like, oh, they're gonna like do this differently now, or hey, they realize it doesn't have to be, or something like that. I feel like I would be 100% in on the chaoticness, but it's like it feels like
it feels like
self-sabotaging in a way. And I absolutely get that, but fuck, it's like it's so nasty. I feel like I have to take a shower after watching this movie.
It feels like chaos just to like, they're just like, fuck it, like that was like the premise of like the direction. They're like, let's just fucking throw as much chaos as possible. Like when they fucking finally leave the house, when she finally gets
and
to
it's
leave,
still going.
and then he's trying to get fucking everybody into the van.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, after that, I mean, which is like, I'm sure that's part of what they're going for, to like make you uncomfortable and everything. But I was just like, I was like, I'm over this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how I felt.
I felt like
exactly
her,
at that
so I
moment.
guess that was like also a compliment to them.
Right, because like maybe that was the point, right?
So
Like
I think but I'm like, fucking dude, I don't even want to fucking watch this right now, dude. I'm like, this sucks.
They're going all out. The baby would have died the second she held it.
Dude, that would have been crazy.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
Yeah.
if this movie goes this way right now, okay.
That
maybe,
actually would have been
like,
hilarious in my opinion.
it would've just been, like,
Yeah,
or just like super dark. Like if you're gonna go that
But
far,
if it's about like
take it that far, I guess.
But it's about like the spiraling of like this one, and it just keeps getting
Like
worse,
watching
worse,
like a train
worse.
wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like doubling down on it. Like it didn't seem.
Yeah.
But again, like no, that she gets back with her ex,
And that's, I think
It's
that's
like go all the way.
that's my
You should
favorite
go all the
thing.
way.
Like that's like the shining beacon of hope throughout it all, is that like despite all this uncomfortable bullshit it's happening in your day, in your life, it's like it's nice to know that like there's like someone special right next to you who's always willing to hold your hand, or like Molly Gordon's character Maya is my favorite person in this whole film. Like I think everyone here knows someone in our lives who is like, when you're having a fucking panic attack or some crazy like day or life, like there's always that one person who's like always trying to be at your side to help you clean up a mess. And I think that's like super sweet. And I think all the scenes with Molly Gordon and Rachel Sennett together are like the best parts. That scene where they make out on the side of the house, first of all, whoo! But like it's just it's tight. It's tight.
See, for me, it didn't feel genuine, just because of the chaotic nature of the protagonist. Like nothing feels permanent. Like there's no concrete growth, and it feels like this is like a little happy moment.
Okay.
To me, it felt like a security blanket.
Yeah, like it's unhealthy for both.
Like
That's a good,
like
that's an interesting interpretation.
I didn't view it as healthy purely because like it seems like, oh, is any of this actually gonna have any lasting change?
Oh, that's a good point too, actually.
That's why I can't get behind
It's
that.
like what's going to happen the next day or in the future. Like who's to say Rachel Sennett wouldn't go back to a different sugar daddy or what have you, right? Yeah, that's probably, no, that's a good point.
But, and one thing that like and this is also like what happens because I've seen The Bear as well, like, and this definitely reminded me of that Christmas episode.
Oh yeah.
And isn't wait, who's the
Molly Gordon's also in The Bear.
Yeah, she's also in The Bear.
Yeah.
Carmi's like girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like the role just seems like it's meant purely to make the other person have like a love interest. Like that's to me like the weight that is inside of that character.
Okay.
And I kind of feel that way in her character in The Bear too. I'm like really like I wish that they would give her a bit more depth in that show. That's a whole other side tangent.
I agree, because even with like the way she reacts to like her having messages on the sugar daddy app, it's like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are open to that these days, and like people need money, so it's like why would you, especially if you're like not dating anymore, why would you judge, or like she has no place to even really be mad at her,
right?
And then she was immediately like, you left your phone open, like you should fucking check that shit. I'm mad.
Yeah.
And then it's really just be like, well, Fuck off if you're fucking mad.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like,
But no, the character suffers. And there's nothing they can do about it. Just like, I want to know the writer or director of this film's life.
Yeah, I'm
and
curious.
connections to the Hollywood industry.
Oh yeah, well that too. I was gonna say I'm curious, like how much of this was like real for Emma Seligman. Like did she actually have a sugar daddy? Did she actually like go through a shiv and she was in this situation? Like I'm super curious about that too.
and I also just feel like certain parts, like I feel like if anybody was in that situation, I would leave, even if my parents were my ride. I'd fucking walk
Just
out
call
the
an
house.
Uber.
Not
Like,
that
I
he-
would
yeah.
gone.
I would not even go.
As soon as the fucking wife shows
Yeah,
up,
you wouldn't go.
I would not go.
either that or like, I wish he would have told the wife too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just the class.
she
because they
knew.
have like that moment. At
She
the end
knew.
when they're like, she did know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right,
Oh
she
yeah,
did know.
100%. Yeah.
And then they kind of have like it's like the weird battles they have back and forth. And when she goes up to the bathroom,
You can hold the
alone,
baby. It's not brain surgery. Like
Yeah.
it's fine.
that battle is like, oh, it's kind of like the mother is like trying to rub it in or like dunk on her.
Yeah.
But then that makes me feel like, again, like we're from her perspective, where it's like it feels like people existing around them are an affront to her.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up there and try to give your husband oral. How it feels like
Yeah.
she's only transgressed against, and her actions are out of like a vulnerable. Like I was traumatized, or I was damaged from this, so now I seek this. Or like it's just like she's like, I'm being grilled by everyone here. Who gives a shit if I forgot who's Shiva it is? Like fuck that person, they're dead. I don't care. But I'm being tormented. This tormenting of
I feel
me
like
is
that-
unbearable, and
Like all
if
the
only
people
people could see and understand. That's like the whole through line I have of this movie. And
Yeah,
I think of like Buffalo 66, which is
Oh yeah, that's like another.
Yeah. It's like a similar thing.
like
right.
wish,
But,
yeah.
but however strongly you feel about a Gallo or whatever, it felt like, and like the wish fulfillment elements and all the other like seedy underbelly stuff. But you still have like the great line where he's saying like, look, you're gonna, what is it? If you do this, if you act like to be my wife, 17-year-old like kidnapped, if you do this one thing, you'll be my best friend forever. And if you, I forget even what he says, but it's like, if you mess this up, I will never talk to you again. But if you do a good job, you'll be my best friend in the whole wide world.
Oh.
And like it summarizes the infantile nature of the character,
Right.
how stilted they are, but it has like a sympathetic like plea to be understood and to experience love and like to transcend their nature and their environment and upbringing. And that's like, I compare that to this, where there's like, it feels like completely devoid of that. But yeah, it just feels like the character doesn't, in this one, it just doesn't feel like they have that vulnerability or growth. It feels like the ending is more of a reference to, I think
Yeah.
of The Graduate a little bit, but it's not the same.
But
The
you
Graduate
know-
has even more of a bitter.
Maybe
Yeah.
there doesn't have to be growth or anything.
That's
though.
what
it's
I
just
was-
like getting out of the fucking house,
Yeah.
getting out of that party.
That's what I was gonna say. And part
and
of me
she kind of
feels
does
like
realize, I think.
She-
maybe.
yeah, she
like,
kinda has
breaks
a-
down on the floor.
a bit of change of heart.
the end.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, Pat, maybe the point isn't that she shouldn't have a change of heart. Maybe she shouldn't like really have to apologize for wanting to have a sugar daddy. Like, really, maybe the film's about like, this person should be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want and not be judged by all these fucking people, kind of a thing. I don't know.
And I feel like it's just like, some people are shitty, or like judgment in
Yeah.
the world we live in is shitty. Like they're at a fucking like funeral, and like nobody, the whole movie, they don't talk about grief. They don't talk about who like passed away.
Yeah.
Or, like there's not one conversation. I think they mentioned the person's name like one time, but then other than that,
Right.
every person at the party is just spending their time judging and learning what people are doing with their lives and comparing themselves.
And this great cultural artifact for that. Because I
Yeah.
think that's a lot of contemporary America, especially at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I
But
get what you're
it's-
saying too. Yeah.
And I don't, again, like there's some great shots, like even the shot where she goes up to the bathroom with the husband in it, it's like, oh my God, this is like it feels like a horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not cringing yet, but I'm like in disbelief. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Or there's like that one of like straight on her face, and then it's like whoever, it's like her aunt and her like grandma, and you could just see both their mouths like
Yeah.
talking into her ear.
I was gonna say the actress, I think her name is Diana Agron, who plays the really hot rich MILF. Whew! Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I don't know. Every time she's on screen, I'm just looking at her like, dang, this girl is fucking pretty. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. Like, I like that part of the movie.
Yeah, no, when she's talking to what's her name? Her ex, I forget the actress's name, but she's like whatever, she's like, she's not that pretty, and she's like, no, she's literally fucking perfect, bro.
Yeah.
she's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Oh man. And she definitely knew. Like, she picked up on what her husband was doing and shit, clearly, I think. And like I just really love like the looks she's giving, like her piecing it together, and then like at the end when she's just staring down Rachel Sennett, she's just like, oh, okay, like you clearly banged my husband or something. And then she's trying to like, okay, can you just hold the baby really quick? And she's like being like such a girl boss about it. Like, I love that shit. She's like, it's not brain surgery, you'll be fine here. And then she's like, well, I only really work with 8-year-olds and shit. And yeah, I love her character, the rich MILF girl boss.
The baby should have died.
The baby should have died.
Yeah, it's a movie. It doesn't matter.
Or just like at least like drop the baby and like nothing happens
Oh,
to
yeah,
the baby, but just like if we're gonna create,
Yeah.
just keep adding more chaos. Why not add that in there? I'm sure they thought about it. They had to
Yeah.
think about it.
The baby throws up.
They thought about killing and dropping the baby. They're like, what if we just drop this baby?
Like, that's where I go to, like, it feels like if it was more about like escaping, like a short film would have done that. I think of that great, I forget the director when he blew up in Hollywood, but there's something about the Johnsons.
Yeah. That's Ari Aster.
Ari Aster,
yeah.
he made that great short film where it's like a twist on the
Like Taboos of Family, Suburbia.
and he goes all the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
So if this is about like, you know, like this spiraling day and like it getting out of hands, then just like the escape from the Shiva, and then the time Shiva bit, yeah. That's the, again, it feels like they're doing both, where it's like, no, we're gonna have a Hollywood, and maybe the original short did have a crazier ending.
Yeah, I actually need to watch that. I'm curious.
Yeah, I keep thinking about Beau is Afraid along with this movie.
It goes all out.
Yeah, it knows what it's doing. It feels very sure of itself, and it takes you on that journey and never eases up. And I feel like this movie, Shiva Baby, is trying to do that, but it doesn't quite hit that mark for me. But I don't know. I really enjoyed like how there's each segment of the house feels like, oh God, what the hell is waiting there for me? Like if like there's no area of respite for this character, and even in like the bathroom, it becomes a tainted place. Like it becomes tainted. Like nothing is safe in that area, and that's how I mean I've definitely felt that way when during family events where it's like, fuck, I can't even like be in my room because somebody's gonna like open the door and be like, why are you in here? Why are you like not being around other people? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just trying to play fucking Wind Waker right now. Like, come on. Like, this is the first time I get to play this game. Like,
I'm just jumping to another point. I'm a fan of the music, the soundtrack. I like how it tries to do like this Ari Aster horror vibe sort of thing. I'm just curious what you guys felt, because some people apparently didn't like it. Someone on Letterboxd said, oh, this is like the music Ari Aster does yoga to. I thought it was kind of cool and poignant for just like, I mean, I thought it was kind of minimalist.
The vibe they were going for.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I felt like it was very minimalist, but like very horror, suspenseful. Like being in that house was a horror for her and everything. Yeah.
I think for me, I'm like, this has nothing to do with the movie. Like, I am just so jaded off of chaotic shit. Like,
That's fair.
I get it. Like, especially with like the bear and like, because for some reason I lumped this movie in with the bear.
Yeah.
Because it has that.
Yeah.
It's that same exact like go.
It's like I can only take so many like episodes of that. Like
Yeah.
I get it a one off, but yeah, when it's even I think I said maybe not like an hours long of just that. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like when they got out the house and then they fucking same thing happens in the car. I'm like, no, fuck, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's. I mean,
it's like maybe a moment of like peace and tranquility would have been like so much. Like it would have added so much to it because it's like finally you get that reprieve where there is no reprieve from it really in this movie.
And I can't fault it because, you know, it's probably by design. But man, I mean, just personally, like, I am so over that stuff. And it's like, okay, we get it. Things are fucking terrible all the time. Like this is also with The Boys too. Like, I'm so jaded off of just pure cynicism. And also just that kind of like ambiance, I should say. Because the world is fucking, like, it's hard enough living. And, like, it was mentioned earlier, and maybe it definitely relates to this as well. Like, what the character goes through. It's like, fuck, like, just do what... I mean, everybody's, like, just trying to do what they think is right in the moment. And sometimes it's not the right thing. Sometimes it is the right thing. And I feel like this movie is just a pure exploration of that. Where it's like, oh, I've made all of these decisions up to this point. Now I'm stuck in this area where I can't find a safe space, and everything is being brought to the forefront of all these people who I'm no longer that connected to, and it's like, great, here's me under a microscope, like that sort of thing. And I totally get that, and I keep thinking about the style of the dialogue in the movie too, where it's like everybody is just interrupting each other, also stumbling over words a lot, and I think it gets so dizzying for me. Like I completely can follow it, but I'm just like, oh man, like I'm tired of the riffing at certain points.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I get it. Like move on. Like it feels like it's like I'm having to sit through The Office with like, because there's some times where I like watch that show and I'm like, why? I can't. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. No, that's totally valid. I think I think it's interesting that like that's what the kind of storytelling you're sick of right now, and it's like you want to like watch something in the opposite direction. You know, I always think about how we interpret film and art is dependent on our state of minds or on our moods or whatever. And so I think it's super interesting how you all have a different take. I really enjoyed how back and forth we went on this film. Cause usually we're all just like, hey, that movie was sick. And then, but like, this is like one of the few times where we're like all saying something different and like being respectful. And it's like, that was sick. Like that was a cool conversation. Is there I can't think of anything else to close out. Maybe I'll think of it in a second, but if you guys had any other remarks, any other things you wanted to say about the film, mention character hotness or whatever, feel free to do it now. I don't know.
Sugar daddy. No, I'm playing.
Would you bang him? Like if you were a chick, like would that actor who played the sugar
I feel
daddy?
like if like I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're whether you want a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, because that's a thing. I feel like
Yes,
you probably
that
would
is a
want
thing.
like probably like a younger, like as least creepy as possible.
Okay, yeah.
Although that dude, like he was like I guess like younger for like probably sugar daddy age.
Sure, yeah.
But
Could be worse.
I think he was still pretty creepy.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so. I think I love how like he tried to be like fucking arrogant about like some weird like I don't know the term, but he's just like, yeah, I really enjoy helping women going through law school, whatever. Like fuck this guy, dude.
For me, it was when I saw the unkempt nature of like all of this is just grown out to the max.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do that, man. Like, if I were attracted to that, like, or to men in general, like, I would be like, nope, that's no for me.
Okay.
It's like
Gotta
that's a
be
simple
well
thing.
manicured, dog. You need that. Get that neck lined up, brother. Keep that up, dude. 2 fingers over the Adam's apple.
What about you, Pat? It's okay to just say no.
I'm gonna insert the Jose Mourinho. I can't say anything. If I say anything, I'm in big trouble.
I was just gonna get to Epstein Island stuff.
Not even just current events.
Okay.
I think that has had a major effect. Again, there's a certain part where they mention that you guys met at this place when she's lying about where they met.
Yeah.
Is that where I think it is?
Oh.
They put on the fatigues. So I was like, okay, current events, I'm tapped out. I can't.
Yeah.
I was like, are you saying anything with this?
I hear what you're putting down.
It's the suffering of the upper class when your bath isn't warm enough, and
Yeah.
I'm just checked out. I don't care if this was the indie darling film.
Definitely.
There's other
resonate
better
with
ones.
Nice.
I'm excited to see what else these people go on to do because I feel like they are like on a roll right now, like that entire production.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Bottoms, I highly recommend Bottoms. I think there's a really interesting conversation with that film that it's making. And there's somebody wrote an article on Screen Rant by, shout out to Kevin Kodama, I think, who I follow on Instagram, who wrote an interesting article on Bottoms. And I think it adds a very interesting conversation to teen drama movies where teens are trying to lose their virginities. I think that's very interesting for what it's done for that genre. You were going to say something, Tyler?
Shit, no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, I would just say, like, my closing thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed, like, I think they did a great job. Like, the performances, the acting was great. I think for, movies that are set on one location, I think it was a total success.
Oh, yeah.
In that respect. And, like, the cinematography and even the script, like, it brought me in. Like, I enjoyed watching the movie. But then, I was into the movie. I don't know if I would say, like, I don't think I need to go back and watch it, or, like, wouldn't be one, like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, yo, you gotta go watch this movie. I'd be like, hey, if you, like, I do have some homies that like that uncomfortable feeling in movies.
Yeah.
Like, those people I'll suggest this to. If you like cringe core, like, watch this movie.
You want to warm up to Beau is Afraid.
Like, I like uncomfortable movies, like the uncomfortable feeling of, like, watching Killing of a Sacred Deer, or like kind of a little bit more, like, I guess, bucked up, or hardcore.
Yeah.
Babies getting dropped.
I like how we both have killer quotes from this episode.
Yeah, for real.
And then
This might be the episode that gets us canceled.
Right off the bat.
I do want to praise, if my memory is correct, the cinematography. I could see myself going back and, like, jumping around, because I think it has,
like, the framing of characters in the background and stuff. I think.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of
Even
thought
the
that went
look of
into
it,
it that,
too.
like, you probably don't notice.
Yeah.
Off the first.
I like how
watch.
natural the lighting looked.
yeah, they shoot this space great, and if it has, like, a natural fall feel, that's like
And as it goes throughout the party, it's like daytime, and then they do a good job of, like, the evening,
the glow
to
coming
night.
through.
Yeah.
It has that, like, it just feels fallish to me, that glow when
Yeah.
they're outside. So yeah, I think
Totally. Like,
Some-
it got dark at, like, 5:30.
Yeah. Somebody, I think I read this somewhere, that they did a good job of, at first, the cinematography, when it comes to Danielle and Maya, because they're exes and they have, like, a bitter relationship at first, right? They did a good job of, like, having their coverage only being separate singles, and as they mend their relationship, you'll see them being in 2 shots, you'll see them coming together in 1 shot, and then at the very end they're, like, actually fitting in this frame together, whereas previously at the start they're very separate in their coverage, and I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I also when she's, like, just keeps grabbing food. Like she's just like standing in the middle of the chaos.
That was
like,
my favorite part of the movie, where she's like grabbing like 5 leaves from like the salad, and there's like croutons just falling all over the place like that. No, I definitely love like a lot of the dark humor in this movie as well. That's another thing that I really enjoyed about it.
Because everyone's like so fucking like into their conversations of like judging people and like talking shit that like nobody realizes that she's in the middle of the fucking party, just like
It's like the eye of the storm,
just like circling the fucking.
and she even
food
gets
table.
shit for like trying to get food, like also by like her ex, and then also just other people just commenting on that sort of shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like, damn, can I just get some food? Like, fuck,
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm hungry.
Right. Which is kind of like a metaphor for the whole movie, right? It's like, I'm allowed to bang whoever. Like, why are you fucking always saying shit about what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, whatever, you know?
My closing thoughts is, as with every time we talk about movies, I feel like my perspective has shifted on the movie to where I appreciate it even more than I originally thought I did.
That's good. That's cool. I'm glad. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is a fun one to talk about for sure.
Oh yeah. Nothing else, Pat. Okay.
Let me see.
Quick,
Okay.
we need another YouTube short.
Okay.
I thought it was weird that Lex Wexner was in the background in some of the shots.
Who?
He's the guy who gave Epstein like $50 million
What?
for no reason.
Wait, what? For real?
Oh yeah, no reason.
No reason. Good friends. But yeah, okay, that's it.
Wait, was he in this movie?
No, I'm joking.
Oh. I'm like, huh?
Conspiracy Pat.
Conspiracy.
We just go back and there's like photos like hung up on the wall.
There could be. I was,
Yeah.
I was like, what's this?
Was it giving that sort of feeling?
No, but it did. We haven't seen this Scary of 61st Street. That's an indie film from, I think, similar, maybe a little earlier. But it's another independent New York director, and it's about 2 girls who inadvertently move into one of Epstein's apartments.
Ooh.
And how it's haunted.
Oh, that sounds crazy, dude.
But yeah, it's kind of similar. I wonder if there's some overlap because they're like artists in the New York area.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that wraps up today's episode on Shiva Baby. You can watch this. It was on HBO Max, but now it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, it's on. If you have a library card, it's on Kanopy and Hoopla as well.
Nice.
Free to stream.
Canopy.
Damn it, I rented it.
Yeah, I didn't know about that shit. Fuck. Oh well. But yes, check out Bottoms, and I'm curious to see what Emma will direct next. I really like Shiva Baby. I'm really like for a directorial debut, something that was adapted from a short. Not bad. Pretty cool. And I like seeing the actors from The Bear being taken into Emma's movies. Like even in Bottoms, Iowa Debris, who is in The Bear, is in Bottoms, and she does a great job there too. And yeah, but that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
And like everybody at school knew and saw, and I picked her up, and it was so sweet. The whole ride home, there were these little tears coming down. I felt bad, but you know, like she's my baby, but everybody goes through it.
You know, it'll happen to your girl.
You're such a cute baby.
Do you remember the song we used to sing?
Of course. Baby Shake.
When she was Rosa's age, we used to sing the Baby Shake song. Whenever she cried. That's what we should have been doing with Rose. Let's make a baby shake. Let's make a baby shake. Let's make a baby shake.
Can you let go?
No, I'm never
Can you
gonna
let go?
Never gonna let go.
Stop! Let go!
Danny, just take it easy.
Everything's okay. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, just
It's okay.
go.